Alright, welcome back to our new episode of Leveled Opinions. Today we're gonna talk about the anime awards for Crunchyroll. Today I have with me Alex, as usual. How have you been doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Um, Not much to complain about. I've been a little bit back and forth between games and anime lately.
yeah,
I've been on a little bit of a vacation, so I'm been had a little bit of extra time here and there to be watching.
yeah. It helps a lot to have some extra time.
Yeah.
I've not been doing too much either. I've been chilling out. I've been working for the most part. Haven't had too much time playing or watching anime, but I have been caught up on the Nintendo Direct as we had our last episode, and I've also been following along on the Anime Crunchyroll Awards nominees. So the vote I think has closed for now, but we'll get the results in May 25th, which won. So this episode we're going to discuss more about who we think should win
Mm.
for the nominees. So we're going to start right off the bat with best score. And for the best score, we have the nominees Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, Dawn, which has a lot of nominations this year for several categories. We have Demon Slayer, the Hashira training arc, and we also have Frieren, Look Back, and Solo Leveling, which has been very popular. Look Back being the only movie uh, which is nominated.
I haven't heard about that.
It's oh, I do know his name, I just can't remember it right now. But the creator of Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch, he this is a one shot. So he made this back in 2022, 23,
Mm.
23, I think. Yeah.
No, like I said, haven't heard about that actually.
Oh yeah. It's supposed to be very good. So I'm actually
I
looking
just
forward to
it's
seeing it.
just
I can
weird.
watch it or read it. Yeah.
It's just weird for me that I'm when coming to like a nominee for like the best score,
Yeah.
not heard about it at all. Like usually would like expect to actually at least heard it in passing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it is like not a thing that has caught my eye or I heard about anything at all.
I think that's probably because it's not a series,
Yeah, yeah,
it's a
but
movie, and but still, it has kind of gone under a lot of radars unless you're really into anime and manga, like really into the, let's say,
the niche
the
market.
niche market. So I don't know how the score works, but I've heard it's supposed to be very good. I know the Demon Slayer one was very good. Um, Frieren also having a good score, and Soul Leveling also having a decent score, just too notable in the first season in your
Mm.
eyes. Any thoughts?
I don't know. You said Bleach, right?
Yeah,
Uh, I do like the score there. It makes it feels very epic, but it's been a while since now.
yeah,
I don't know if I've actually read the newest ones or whatever, but I've seen the newest ones,
yeah.
so I'm not sure. There might be a season, like a season or like part that I've missed because they've been releasing like the entire thing in like parts or
Yeah,
seasons or whatever. But I don't know. It's been good. Like animation and music, and that is really good. So I don't know. I do like the Demon Slayer soundtrack. Um, the big thing is that like all of them is like specifically with the Hashira training arc and stuff like that there wasn't really any music that it kind of like stuck for me.
yeah,
So it's like I'm struggling a little bit with s- like picking out specific things. Like the only one out of the entire list for me that I remember specifically is the Dan Dan intro.
yeah.
But that's because that's blown up everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. And the only intro, that's another category now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Intro songs. But yeah, I think the Demon Slayer arc had a very cool. a song.
Mm,
The two kids at the end of the season. They sing like it sounds like a traditional Japanese
remember
folklore
it, to be
song
honest.
almost. Um, two kids who bounce the ball and moves on.
Yeah, I just don't remember the song.
No?
No, I don't.
Oh,
It's been a while since I watched it, so it might have
yeah.
been a little bit part of it, but it's been a while since so I don't remember it specifically.
Yeah. No. I think that was a very cool song. Other than that, I think like the Demon Slayer overall just has a good score in general. It Frieren probably has the best one in my eyes, or my ears, if you want to say.
I
But you
haven't
haven't
watched.
watched Frieren.
I have watched a little bit. I haven't watched enough to say that I have an opinion about the score.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of episodes, so I can't really say that I have like a actual based opinion on.
Any of it?
No, I think
Or
it's a
just
category.
Frieren?
It's a category in general where
Yeah.
I'm like struggling to put something on.
Yeah.
Like I can choose one, but that is probably gonna just be me choosing my favorite out of the animes,
Yeah.
not specifically the
Yeah.
music.
I think my favorite's gonna be Frieren for this one. Do you, if you had to pick one, which one do you think?
I guess intros separate things, so I'm not gonna go down that one. I haven't watched it at all. I've read the manga, but
Yeah.
that's years ago now, like a
You
year
watched
or two ago.
Solo Leveling and Demon
I watched
Slayer.
Solo Leveling. I did really enjoy the soundtrack and the sound scores in
Solo
Solo
Leveling.
Leveling.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the music there, so it's probably gonna be that because that's the like more fresh and memorable for me.
Yeah.
So
It's fair point. Fair point. Um, moving over to like the best anime song.
so we're
Uh,
going to intro them.
yeah. No,
I
no, no, no. Just anime songs, like songs in
okay,
the
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry, Joe. Yeah. Actually, because here we have Abyss by Youngblood, which was the opening for Kaiju number 8.
I've
Uh,
heard the song.
yeah, it was a really good. I think it's really good
Mm,
opening song. We
mm.
also have Bling Bang Bang Born by Creepy Nuts in Mashal. Also blew up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Creepy Nuts also the same one who has the Otonoke from Danadan. Um, we have Fatal with the Gemimn from Ojinoko. I haven't heard that
I
one.
don't think I've heard them. I might have, but I'm not noticeable.
Yeah. We also have the level from Tomorrow X Together, the opening for Soul Leveling,
Mm,
which is nominated. We have the Otonoke from Creepy Nuts Down the Dawn. So Creepy Nuts actually winning out 2 times
mm,
here. That's good. And The Brave by Yaosobi in Free Room.
mm,
Uh, I wouldn't say the Free Room songs were like the songs were that
mm.
good, like opening, ending. None of them were particularly like good. So for me, the Abyss from Youngblood is probably one of the best, and Bling Bang Bang More from Creepy Nuts.
I have a clear favorite in all these. I have a clear favorite, and
Yeah,
that is Natural Bling Bang Board.
yeah, that's a cool one.
And it is so cool. It's so different.
Yeah,
It just really slaps.
yeah. I feel like you can
I
put that song on in like a random club
yeah, yeah, yeah.
anywhere, like, and you can dance to it. Like anyone who doesn't watch anime could listen to that song. I think it was cool.
Yeah, nah, it is like the Dun 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 song is really good. I do like it. It's catchy,
Yeah,
but the Bling Bang Board, like even before I even knew it was Mashal's opening,
yeah,
I just listened to it constantly.
yeah, yeah. So it's actually one of the best anime songs coming out like in a long time, I think.
It is a good year for
Yeah,
openings and anime songs. Yeah,
like last year was a good year period for anime. Like 2024 had a lot of good anime
yeah.
in my eyes. Like we have like all the top six like the nominations here are all great animes.
No, that might be my issue that I read more manga and I don't
Yeah,
watch that specifically. Don't watch that much anime, but it's more troubling in the like for me because I just end up not watching it.
yeah, yeah,
So yes, it might have been a good year, but
yeah,
like for multiple of them, like Down, I've read the manga, so
yeah.
I didn't really feel like an urge to go and watch the anime.
No, well, I get that because when you've read it, you don't really
Yeah, yeah,
want to watch it
but
right away.
it really depends for me. Like the Dandadan story in the manga, I enjoyed it, but it's like not my like top top favorite. It
Hmm.
is good, absolutely. I do really enjoy it. It's a cool concept with aliens and supernatural and stuff like that. Like the mix in between. It is funny. It
Yeah,
is really funny. But so it's a good comedy, good action. And I've seen some animations from it. The animation is stunning there. But it's like for Soul Leveling. I read Soul Leveling as well beforehand, but that's
yeah,
just in a story that intrigued me so much that
yeah.
I ended up rewatching it. So like I had no problem seeing it,
Hmm.
both first and second season.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Like it's Danan. I think I read the first volume.
Mm.
Thought it was cool. Watched the first episode. Thought it was cool. I always come to the conclusion that some mangas are meant to be read, and some mangas are really great animated.
Mm.
Some are both. But the Dana, I think, in my eyes, had was better animated
Mm.
because you can get all the colors, you get all
Yeah.
the music. Like I think that gives it so much more, like what it deserves.
Very much the often for me it's the thing that I can go at my own pace
Yeah,
when I read manga.
um,
I just end up reading quicker than it would be for an anime episode.
yeah,
I
yeah.
would probably read one or two or three episodes worth in the same span that I would watch one episode.
Mm,
Right. So I'm a fairly quick reader. So I end up catching up everything and reading fairly quickly through.
yeah,
So I just end up like it's almost like a time saved
yeah,
by reading it instead of watching the anime. But then again, we do not get the same kind of like expressions and stuff like that in the manga. Sometimes you do. That really depends on
yeah.
the author.
It's
But
depends on the author and
and
the
sometimes the
art.
expressions and stuff like that is better in the manga.
It is.
But it is varied.
Yeah, like it's like I said, some are great at both, some are good at one or
Mm.
the other. I feel like. But for my best anime song, I'm gonna go with Remember. It's clear best. Like I said, I like a lot of those who are nominated here, so all great nominations. But yeah, Creepy nailed it with that game. We also go next order is best supporting character in anime. This is gonna be probably not too like I'm not too big on this category, but like supporting characters
I
are
might have an opinion.
might be more exciting than best character actually, main character. Uh,
Now,
we have
often like supporting cast is
yeah,
almost more beloved, specifically in like some animes where they're trying to make the main character a little bit too vague or something like that.
yeah,
That is like, oh, it's supposed to be relatable and stuff like that. Where you often have your favorite is gonna be the side characters.
yeah. I feel like the side characters have a much more tendency to be more funny
Yeah,
in my eyes.
yeah, yeah,
Like I usually laugh more on the side characters than I do in the main character.
yeah.
Usually. Um, but yeah, for the nominations, there is Fern from Frieren, Himmel from Frieren, Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries, Senshi from Delicious in Dungeon. I haven't watched that one. I only watched the
No.
one. We have Psycho from Dandadan and Turbo Granny from Dandadan. So two animes coming out with two nominations, which is
My problem
I
is
don't know
that
if I'm a fan of that. I would have liked to have a maximum of one character per anime.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think this ruins it a little bit for me.
That's the and also a big issue for me is that I haven't watched much Freerun. I've barely been introduced to Fern in Freerun. I haven't
Yeah,
really been introduced to Himmel.
yeah.
So
You
like
haven't watched Apothecary Diaries
I
either.
haven't watched the Park Diaries, and I haven't seen the animated Dandadan. So the entire thing that I'm basing myself off here
Yeah,
is gonna be what I've read of Dandadan, and
yeah,
that's gonna be Turbo Granny for me. Turbo Granny's funny as fuck.
yeah.
She's hilarious.
I do like I haven't read again not too read too much about Turbo Granny and for the Dandadan, so can't really give an opinion on that one. Watched Tokyo Diaries. I think Jinshi is a really cool character, but I wouldn't say like Fern or Himmel is they're not just great um, supporting characters, they're great characters. Like they're written so well in my eyes. They're written really good. They're doing their side character job very well. And I don't know, they give me some. I wouldn't say Himmel is a huge side character, supporting character. I would say Fern is more of a better suited supporting character
Himmel,
there.
is that the guy?
That's the guy who's that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he died 100 years
The
ago
the one that only shows up
in
in
memories.
flashbacks, right?
Yeah, it's
Because he was the hero of the party, right? So I
Himmel
remember
the
some of the
hero
stuff,
was
but
the
that's what I thought. I remember some of the stuff, but I'm not like 100%. I haven't seen much, you know.
yeah. So I'm not gonna say I have a clear favorite here, but Fern from Freeman is probably the best one.
Mm.
Although I do like Himmel, but I feel like he isn't there as much as Fern. Um, so I feel like it's deserved for Fern to have that have that win. Over to best main character. We have Frieren from Frieren, obviously. We have Kafka Hibino from Kaiju number 8. Um, Hokarun from Dandadan. Mao Mao from The Apothecary Diaries. Momo from Dandadan. And Sung Jinu from Soul Leveling, which are the best main characters. All great nominations again.
That said, this might be controversial or whatever,
Yeah,
but I'm a big fan of Solo Leveling.
yeah,
But Sung Jinwoo, Jinwoo is not made up to be an actual like super interesting main character in that way.
yeah,
He is made to be like the one you're supposed to like relate to, and
yeah,
like you're supposed to like for like people like depression and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
you're supposed to feel with Jinu in the start. That's why they don't pull him that far away.
yeah,
You do see a lot of character development, and it's one thing I do like, and I like when I read it as well, is that you see kind of the like him becoming numb to the killing, like killing
yeah.
other people and stuff like that. He becomes numb to it.
You see him losing parts of himself as he
Yeah,
goes. Yeah.
becoming kind of like this just straight faced, no emotion type. So it's cool, but it's not the thing that's gonna make me like the favorite character.
Yeah, like he's a very cool him,
Mm,
like he's a cool main character. Like you just yeah, he's cool.
yeah.
But that's kind of he doesn't really have the best character development. Like doesn't really have the best like I would say, wisdom.
Mm.
As a main character, he doesn't he learns things, but they're I think are so rapidly. You don't
Yeah,
really
but
feel
also
it.
like you don't see a lot of struggle in the way because
Yeah,
it is the kind of anime where you have like the overpowered main character. So
yeah,
like yes, we did see a lot of that in the first season, but second season he's mostly just been demolishing everything.
yeah,
He's just been overpowered as hell and just winning everything. He had one fight against the demon lord where he was struggling, but the demon monarch. But that's
yeah.
about it.
But
I feel like the other fights he was having like a fairly easy time.
this is only season one, so
Is this season one?
yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
only
yeah, yeah,
only
yeah.
season
Because
one.
okay, so this is season one.
Yeah,
Still, season one, Jinu. I don't know. It's kind of like you do see his motivation and stuff like that, but I think I'm still gonna go for Momo.
yeah. Again, Momo from
Dun, dun, dun.
no, no, yeah,
I really love her. She is great.
yeah,
She's a fun personality, and it's fun to see. Also, over the like, I don't know how far the anime like got, but I really enjoyed her in when I was reading
yeah,
because she had a lot of that character development and stuff like that. You see her changing. You see a lot of like different choices being made at different times. She's like, it's funny scenarios and stuff like that. She is like bubbly and fun.
yeah. I can see that. I like
Mm,
I again I haven't read or watched too much of it, so I but yeah, she sounds
mm,
like a cool character. Also, I am well, I've seen some edits and I've seen talks about it.
mm.
So she's a really good character, and well done on. I think it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
I think that as long as they, because since I haven't seen that, as long as they've managed to convey at least 80% of what she is in the manga,
Yeah,
I think yeah, I think she would probably.
guess so. I would guess they're
Yeah.
pretty spot on the whole, like from the manga to the.
Mm,
Also, with a voice actor, I feel like you can do a lot.
mm.
So I think that's gonna be good. Um, I'm gonna have to say mine is Kafka Hibino from Kaiju number 8. You've not read that, or which have you? I recommend it. He is a 30 and 31-year-old guy trying to like give his last Hail Mary for like getting into the military, kind of.
Mm.
To catch up with his childhood friend, and yeah, I think his character development is really good. You see him like grow really like steadily.
Mm.
Um, he's a fun character. He's beloved. He's like yeah, he's caring. I think he's a
Mm.
great character overall. Really enjoyable character.
I can't say anything about it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's well, that's my reason. Please, I really recommend you to read or watch Hide Number Eight. I'm gonna have a joke for that one later, but you won't understand. The viewers and the listeners might do though. If you watched
It's
Kaiju,
bold to call out your own joke beforehand.
oh yeah,
Because if it doesn't hit,
it was not as much as a joke as it is a kind of statement. Uh, anyways, here's best character design. Best character design. Well, first off, Danila.
mm,
And
this is overall character design for the entire
overall
story,
character
like
design,
not
yeah,
specific one
not
character.
specific ones. Overall
Uh,
character designs. Delicious in Dungeon, Demon Slayer, Siren, Kaiju number 8, and The Apothecary Diaries. So we're seeing a lot of the same nominees
yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah.
These were the most popular shows, so it
Yeah.
makes sense.
I don't know. I'm out of those.
Yeah,
I it feels kind of cliche, but I am intrigued to say Demon Slayer.
yeah.
There is so many fun characters in Demon Slayer.
There's a lot of fun characters in Demon Slayer. Also, the art and the design of
Yeah.
like every yeah
Everything, everyone is so distinct.
yeah
Everyone is so distinct and have distinct personalities, distinct powers, stuff like that. It is so cool. They have so much variation there.
They do.
I really enjoy it.
They also have
It's the
like,
reason it kind of just caught me so bad when I started reading it.
yeah, because Demon Slayer really have this like it's colorful. Everyone has different colors. They have different uh what's it called personalities, which
Mm,
are very strong personalities, every single
mm.
one. Which makes you like every time you meet a new character, you're kind of like I don't know. I feel like kind of blown away. I'm like, oh, how do you come up with this character
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single time?
But
It's
but
so
but
many.
then also take into consideration the character development for each
Yeah,
single character. There is so much character development in the characters there
yeah.
over the entire duration. Like I forget his name, but the guy that ate demon flesh, with the one with the shotgun,
Gyusu? No, no. It's
Giyu?
Gyu? No, no. Gyu is the water Ashra, isn't it? But it's Genji. No, yeah, Genji might. It might be Genji
Uh,
actually.
Genju?
Genji.
I don't remember, but you probably know who I'm talking about. The
Yeah,
guy with that eats demon flesh
yeah, the one with
with
the
the hand shot.
American style.
Yeah, hand shotgun. American breathing
Yeah,
style. Yeah, like his character development from like the first time you see him, and then progressing, like warming up
yeah,
to the main group and stuff like that, and like passing on. It's so fun.
yeah. Uh,
The entire character design of the entire Demon Slayer, like yes, am I supposed to only take into Hashira training arc as the reference here? But you can't not look at like the characters overall.
there was a lot of great characters in Husher arc as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Husher training arc. Like there you get all the
yeah,
characters,
yeah.
which is great, and you actually get so much character development in that arc as
Mm.
well,
Yeah, yeah.
which is kind of cool. So I think it's more than fair to say Demon Slayer in the character as a favorite there.
Mm.
Uh, Probably gonna agree a lot there, to be honest. Kaiju also very good character design for you, and also extremely good character design. Like every single one has great character design, but I think Demon Slayer is just about the best of
Yeah,
them.
it's just so hard to like. I think it's hard. Like if you look at it, it's hard for people to like match up to the amount of variation they have.
Mhm.
Mm. As especially with it being a long running one at
Mm,
this point, right? So all of the different variation in characters and the different character developments and stuff like that makes it so much like at its own level, at least at this point in time.
yeah, I agree. All right, so over to the next category. We have best animation. And for those nominees, we have Don, which makes sense because Dan's been everywhere. Delicious in Dungeon, Demon Slayer, Hashira Arc, Frieren, Kaiju number 8, and Solo Leveling. So this one, I think, would be a good discussion. Because here
Yeah,
I'm very split.
I don't know.
Um,
It's
'Cause I feel like if this was this year's, the obvious choice would be Solo Leveling. Because Solo Leveling had insanely good animation.
yes, I do agree that the combat animations there were really good.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm not gonna say that the animations outside of like the combat scenes and stuff like that is gonna be like extraordinary.
it's not extraordinary. It's not bad.
No, 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 absolutely not. I'm more like I can't say much for Dandadan.
Yeah, but also last season's Solo Leveling wasn't.
No, no, but that was a test run, right?
Yeah,
So like we see with other animes and stuff
yeah.
as well that it's a test thing that they do
So
the first season. They see what happens. Like you saw it
yeah,
with Baki as well, like the Baki Netflix one,
yeah.
where the first season was it was so bad,
It was horrendous.
but second season animation was really good.
Yeah. So it makes sense. Also, to be fair for Solo Leveling, it's not that the first season had too many. places where they could animate like highly level.
Mm.
Like there was no reason to like make an insane budget
Mm.
anywhere for like a one good animation episode.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think Solo Leveling is out of the run here. It might win though, just because of this year's hype. That's what I'm afraid of.
That's the thing. But then again, Dandadan has also been really hyped up.
Yeah, and I've seen the Down animation like from clips and the one
I
episode I
haven't seen
watched.
anything actually. I've only
Like
seen the intro animation.
it's not like a typical manga animation either,
Yeah.
because it's like they used like almost more cartoonish, like 3D. Yeah, I would say like a cartoonish way
Yeah, yeah.
of doing it, and I think that's it's a really cool, distinct style they've used in
Mm.
animation. So I think that's really good. I think Batman could be very much in the run, but then again, there's Demon Slayer,
There is Demon
one
Slayer.
of the most notorious, really good animated series of all time.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have like a strong opinion on this. I would probably lean Demon Slayer most likely,
Yeah,
mostly because the animations like outside of combat sequences and stuff like that is also insanely good.
yeah,
It's just way better in general, like total. Because I think that if you just do animated sequence, not just animation, like a
yeah,
specific animated sequence or animated scene, I think Soul Leveling would be up there.
yeah. I think so too.
Last scene of Soul Leveling was really good. I have a little bit of a like a touch with it. Like there are some things that I feel like the animation was longer and they have cut out parts of it because it felt like
Yeah,
some parts of it wasn't like coherent in that way.
in
Animation was really good, but the sequencing of the last fight with Beru,
yeah, like this season,
yeah, this season,
this
yeah,
season, yeah. Like I
but
feel like
last season was meh. So
yeah, this season of Solo Leveling, the animation was incredible,
it's so
but
hard to distinguish them. It's so rare that animes release two seasons in a year,
yeah,
in like the year after.
it is. So it was like my biggest surprise with Solo Leveling season two is that it released so closely to season
Mm.
one, but it upped its
Yeah,
quality
yeah.
so much. Like the quality was through the roof.
Mm.
But yeah, I also agree that the Barry scene was was great.
It was really well animated, but it did feel like there was some things that like it didn't feel like that was the entire scene.
Yeah, I feel like the like the lighting lightning
Yeah.
thing was kind of it downgraded the
Mm.
animation a little bit because it's a cheap cut in
Mm.
my eyes. It's a cheap way of making like the great animated scene. Like they used so much greatness in like several
Mm.
small things, like small scenes,
Mm.
full on sequence, including like the lightning effect.
Mm.
It's kind of nah.
To be honest, I can't not mention what would be my like my my like honorable mention,
Yeah,
uh, because One Piece animation recently, yes, I'm gonna be going into One Piece, but One Piece animation in the last couple of years have been insane. Some of the fights that were animated that came out last year,
yeah,
was so good.
yeah. I have like a yeah. I've been hearing like the animation of One Piece being a lot better.
It is so good now. They've stepped up so much in the last years. You can just see that it's developing and increasing in budget, and you see
Yeah,
that there's so much more work in it. Like you can take snippets out of the animation in One Piece,
yeah,
just frames out, and look and just analyze the frame, just one frame,
yeah,
because they are so well drawn.
yeah. I've heard so many great things about it, and I have a small treat for you uh later, which
Mm.
I think you'll be happy with. I think you're One Piece fan. Um, yeah. I also would want to say like Frieren and Kaiju number 8 had some really great animation as well. Kaiju number 8 had like a throughout like good animation level. and a few like next level animation uh, scenes. But overall, I don't think it's up there with Demon Slayer, like the Muzan scene, like the last episode of
Oh,
Hashira Training Arc. That
oh,
was
and
insane.
to be honest, I forgot about that.
That
And
is,
I don't understand how I forgot about that because holy fuck, I had like goosebumps the entire scene.
yeah, that scene
I
is
got goosebumps now just thinking about it.
like,
Last scene of
yeah,
the season
the
was
explosion.
so good. Yeah, yeah.
Sure. Like, I'm gonna say sorry if it's spoilers, but if you haven't watched the Hashira Training Arc by now, it's on you, man. Like that's
True, true.
it's Demon Slayer. It's not a new thing. It's not a new.
It's like a year old, right?
Yeah, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. But it's the animation level on
And
that
if you
scene
haven't watched
is
it, at least go look at that scene. If you
yeah,
like good animation, go watch that scene because
yeah,
the Musan scene in the end of Hashira Training Arc was brilliant.
yeah. Like if you thought that like Tengen and the Season 2
Mm.
Demon Slayer, like Tengen
The fight,
fight
yeah,
with the Gior. I don't know. I do not remember all these names. Gioro,
yeah.
something like that. If you thought that scene was great, where Tengen was like all out, this one is a step higher than that. I
Yeah.
didn't think they could do it, like go a step above, but they did. Freerun also having a great animation sequence. Like the thing about Freerun is it's good animation, but it's so calm.
Mm.
Like Frieren is just a very calm series. So I feel like the animation goes sort of unnoticed.
Yeah.
Like it's great animation. It looks pretty. It looks great all the time. But it's so kind of flat.
Mm.
Like it's yeah. It kind of doesn't it doesn't make any huge flares of itself. Like it doesn't blossom as
Mm.
much. But it had some really great scenes, especially the exam of it. So yeah, for me, yeah, Demon Slayer with that Muzan is gonna win.
When remembering the Musan scene, I
Yeah,
think yeah, Demon Slayer is gonna win
yeah,
that.
that it was such a high level of an animation.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Because
um
if Soul Leveling wins, that is kind of like a cheap victory because of season two was not last year.
yeah, so I
I think that would be a cheap victory.
yeah, I think so too. Like I'm gonna be disappointed if that wins. I as much as I do love Soul Leveling,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think it deserves the best animation
Not for last year.
from
No,
no
not from season one. Absolutely not.
no. But I'm was the yeah, because the full Jujutsu Kaisen one was like Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. Was it all 2023? Felt like some of it was in 2022, 2024 as well. So I guess it had to
I
start
don't know.
running in 2024 to be counted because that had some
I don't
amazing
know.
animation as well.
To be honest, I don't know what like the restrictions on how they choose these are. Is it just like all
Yeah,
started airing in 2024, or is it like
I think
mainly airing in 2024, or
yeah, I feel like it is like it
like
had
is this something that started like late December 24? Is it still a 2024 anime?
yeah, because then we would probably have some more animes here, I think, or best categories.
Mm,
But yeah, because that's kind of weird. No, actually, it's not. Because next category is best slice of life,
mm.
which I have seen very little of, but I have this one of the nominees I have seen, which is great. It's a cozy, it's a funny slice of life. The nominations are uh, Laid Back Camp Season 3, uh, Makine, Too Many Losing Heroines, and the one I have actually watched is Mr. Villain's Day Off. It's a great one. I'm gonna go deeper into that later, but my dear friend Noka, Nokta, Sound Euphorium 3, and The Dangers in My Heart Season 2. Those are the six nominated Slice of Life
I think it is the
series.
only one I know about. There is Dangers in My Heart.
You haven't watched that one?
I haven't watched it. but I know about it.
Yeah.
Tried to start reading the manga for it multiple times.
Oh,
I've struggled getting into it.
yeah.
I know it's just like it's kind of like the reverse yandere
Yeah.
thing where with all the like I don't know with psychosis part of the main character, I struggle
Yeah. I have
when getting into it.
I only watched the Mr. Villain's Day Off and played back. No, and heard about Maknae Too Many Losing Heroines.
Mm, I had no idea about that.
So that's the only two I've heard about. So I don't really have any strong opinions, but Mr. Villain's Day Off worth the watch. It has this like this grand evil dude, like almost versus Power Rangers, uh, trying to take over the Earth, and he's has this great obsession with cleanliness. So he like every time he has days off, he goes to the like zoo and takes multiple pictures of pandas and buys panda merch, and it's just like
Okay.
the
No,
most
because
evil dude.
when
Love pandas.
when I heard the name of it,
Yeah,
I was wondering if it was the one where you have like the main hero and the evil demon lord witch or whatever,
yeah.
which have like the secret romance on the side.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I don't remember what that one's called.
Yeah, it's not the same one. They have like a sort of not well. When that's the thing. When he has his day off, it's like no fighting,
Mm.
and like so it's not a romance there, but then
No, no,
there's a
no.
friendship ish.
Yeah, then that's not the one that I'm thinking of.
Speaking of romance, though, we have a best romance category.
I have not been
Um,
watching a lot.
you been watching a lot?
I haven't been watching a lot of
Oh,
romance. Not lately, at least. Not reading either.
yeah.
Not
Well,
really.
I hope you read this one.
I I have.
You have
I have watched.
you watched? Yeah,
Yes. A little
because
bit.
because the nominees for best romance is or are a sign of affection, which is I've heard a lot about actually.
Mm.
Not watched. We have Blue Box. I am already knowing which one I want to win. We have Maknae, Too Many Losing Heroines. Ranma, one half or half. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
Scott Pilgrim?
Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is in the best romance. The Dangers of My Heart season 2 is also uh, nominated for best romance.
I've heard so much good stuff about the dangers in my heart as well.
Yeah,
But I just can't get into it. I have struggled so much trying to get into it.
I feel
I think I've tried to start reading it like 3 or 4 times. I get like 10 chapters in, and I'm like, nah, this is not catching me at all.
yeah, I have the same thing about like Kaguya-sama. Love is War.
Kaguya-sama, yeah, I get
Like I
that.
wish I have the
But
50. I have 15 volumes of Kaguya-sama. I haven't read one. I've
mm,
tried multiple times.
no, I get that. Kaguya-sama is I like Kaguya-sama. It is fun. I just
Yeah,
like the concept there, and it's just comedy with like romance on the side. In theory,
yeah,
I wouldn't say that like yes, the romance is the main plot, but it is comedy that kind of rings out the entire story there.
yeah. I I've been getting that feeling about it, and but it's just so much small text in that one.
Yeah, it is like a skit
Yeah,
show that like especially like I've seen some of the anime episodes and like it's not much of an overarching story.
yeah,
It's more, and it's the same in the manga as well. That like each chapter is a different skit,
yeah,
and then they go in a new skit and a new skit. Yes, you have some overarching like connecting the dots back to the older skits and stuff like that,
yeah,
but it's mostly just like these small sketches that happen in each episode.
yeah,
And like when you're doing that in an anime episode, I believe they cut like first half is one skit, second half is another skit. Sometimes it's a longer skit that went over multiple chapters.
yeah.
So like they do the entire thing over the full episode.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, again, like in the best romance, like, do we have any?
I don't have
I
much.
well,
I can't. I'm not the person to like say that a thing is good or say that a thing is shit without like finishing it. So
yeah.
I can't say much.
All I can say is like Blue Box for me is definitely the only one I can actually
Mm.
say I want to win because I like Blue Box. I watched almost all of the anime. Read up to like volume 11, so pretty far in there.
Mm.
Um, but huge fan of that one. So yeah, not gonna not gonna say it's gonna win or deserve to win over the others because I haven't watched it, but I want Blue Box to win. Um, yeah. So best comedy. Do we have any? There's yeah. Well, I guess this is actually something we could as comedy nominations are Delicious in Dungeon. Again, I need to watch that. I've seen so much like really
Yeah.
good reviews of it. People are mentioning it everywhere. Next one is Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World 3.
Wait, season three is on?
Yes.
When the I need to
So
watch that.
yeah, you watched a lot of
I'm a big
Konosuba.
Konosuba fan. I just love the comedy in there. It is straight up just making fun of the isekai genre. It is just skits and funny stuff all about. I've only watched the first two seasons, so
Okay.
I need to get that. I
Yeah.
believe there is a movie as well, or like
Yeah, I
a
think so.
spin-off.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure I've seen like a movie out there somewhere.
Yeah,
About Konosuba. I feel like Konosuba is so big. Like there's
yeah.
so much Konosuba out there.
It really exploded when it came out. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of uh, like dumbed down a little bit now. It's mostly just like the people that actually enjoy the comedy in it that is watching it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's season one was a great. Season two was also really good.
Hmm.
But it's just fun skits and humor. I just find it's such popcorn material.
Yeah,
Just
like
sit
just
there and
turn off
laugh.
your brain and laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just turn off your brain, laugh at the jokes, see them making fun of stuff.
Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah.
Uh Next up is Mashal, and it's specifically the Divine Visionary Magic exam arc or exam arc.
Mm.
Uh which I think is funny. So yeah, that makes sense that it's up there.
Like I've not seen much of Mashal. I've seen like the first six episodes of first season, I believe. But it like it's funny in some parts. I not everything tickles my funny bone.
Yeah. Well,
It's a little bit back and forth.
I've laughed a lot. Actually. But I don't think I think the first season was more funny than the second one.
Mm.
Um, we also have my dear friend Dokota, which was also mentioned earlier. We have Ranma Half, and we have Spy Family Season 2, which is that I can get. Spy Family is always delivered when it comes
Mm.
to humor in my eyes. It's just like a cozy, like nice anime to
Mm.
watch. It's got great animation. It's got way better animation than it should be for being
Yeah.
a comedy romance, like or not romance, but comedy show.
Mm. No, I can't say much about it. I haven't seen much. I've tried to get into Spy Family multiple times, but again, another one that just doesn't catch me. I might just not been far enough in,
Yeah,
but it's been just I've been struggling a little bit getting into it as well.
yeah,
Then again, Ranma Half,
yeah.
because they've remade that.
Hmm.
I didn't see the anime, but I did read it mm, multiple years ago.
Yeah,
And I did enjoy the comedy in there, but it's like very old school comedy as well, like the old 80s, 90s to early to like yeah, 80s, 90s type of comedy, like slapstick comedy and stuff like that.
yeah,
And it's fun. I wouldn't say that like it's like a really fun series because I don't think it's more of that slapstick comedy.
yeah. Makes
And
sense.
but it's a little bit back and forth.
Hmm,
I, I
cool.
I enjoyed it when I read it. Like I read it fully through, what at least what I had a possibility of reading at that point.
Yeah, how long is it?
It is fairly long
Yeah, I
because
feel like
it went on for 100 chapters at least. But it was again one of those like with Kaguya-sama, it's more of like smaller skits per episode.
yeah,
Like yeah, yes, you have overarching stuff, but you have like these smaller skits going on.
yeah, yeah. I feel like
Mm.
mm, hmm. Like I think Rama would be cool, and been seeing a lot more about like more of Rama lately. So I feel like
Mm.
that could be a good one. For me, it's probably going to be Match or Spy Family. That's like I have a weak spot for Spy Family. It's so cozy and humorous and fun and got some great animation scenes, like good action scenes for a
Mm.
comedy show about a family. It's I don't know. I think it's a great show in total. So my favorite's probably going to be Spy Family season
I
two.
I haven't seen any of them.
I highly
Like
recommend watching.
for comedy, I can't really give an opinion there.
Yeah,
Mostly like I can give an opinion and say around my half, but I haven't seen the others because
yeah,
I'm not familiar with it.
yeah. Is there anyone you would want there in the comedy?
Not that I can think of right now. Like I did not watch a lot of the anime that came out last year.
Mm.
I was very gone from the anime scene last year.
Yeah.
I pretty much didn't touch anything. I watched Demon
S-
Slayer, yes,
Yeah,
but
it seems like you skipped like the wrong season here.
yeah, maybe. But I don't know. It feel like I didn't watch a lot last season.
Oh, yeah, a lot of catching up to do.
Mm.
A lot of great
There's too much anime out there.
titles.
There's too much anime out there to be able to catch up to everything.
Yeah, especially with the great ones. That's the
Yeah, but the opinion what is the great ones is different from person to person.
yeah.
So
But here we have like the voted like
yeah, but it still doesn't mean that I would find that as the great ones.
oh maybe not, but like I think it's a good
Yeah, yeah, I'm not saying it's not a
starting point.
good spread, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a good spread. Actually, I think this is more. I think this is more justified. Like this year, there are more like I would say you can be 100% sure who is winning.
Mm.
The
No,
last years have been like Demon Slayer and then Jujutsu Kaisen. That's it.
that's true.
There's been a lot of that. Like Demon Slayer is still in there, but like I think Demon Slayer has some competition for once.
Mm.
Not in the best animation part, but a lot of other places.
Yeah.
Down swinging hard with like nominations left, right, center.
Yeah, but then again, like sometimes with these awards as well, it's like you have people like me that
Hmm.
watched like one anime last season,
Yeah,
and you just go in and vote for that anime for everything
yeah,
because you haven't seen anything else.
yeah.
And that's kind of feel like it skewers kind of the votes very much like to the
Kind of
popular
maybe.
ones. Like you're talking about earlier with the I don't remember which one it was, which
Uh,
part it was, but the obscure one that nobody had talked about. What
yeah,
the
the look back.
score? The score category.
Yeah,
I was like, "Mm, what do we do here? Because I haven't watched any of it. I haven't even heard of this one.
yeah,
I can't be a judge of it to say that it has a better or worse score than any of the others because of that.
yeah. It is kind of hard to have like a like judge a series when you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
It feels kind of wrong. So I do agree. And I when I state like my favorites here or who I wish to win, it's because I've actually seen it. I'm like, this is good animation, good or
Mm.
whatever it is.
Yeah,
Like, but I usually have like one or two from each, two or three, sometimes as well. I've watched from each category.
I feel like I'm one of the worst ones. Like of people that watch anime, I'm one of the worst ones to be having these discussions with right now because I don't know.
No,
I have no idea.
but that's the thing. Like with this, we can also maybe trigger like something you want to watch.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
I think we still get some good discussions out of it.
True. It's mostly I end up playing games instead. I end up playing games with friends
Yeah,
single player games, stuff like that. I end up doing that. Like often, if I watch an anime, it's like I'm low energy and
yeah,
I'm like I just feel like sitting down and just turning my brain off. So sometimes that's when like a really good one catches me.
yeah,
But sometimes I'm just staring there, scrolling through Crunchyroll or through Netflix and just looking for anime. And I can like I used like an hour or two trying to find one to watch,
yeah.
and I was like, nah, I'm going to bed, and I just go. I don't watch anything.
I get that though. That's usually what happens to me as well when I watch a lot of anime. I have like seasons where I watch a lot where I like either I don't watch anime at all, or I watch like 15 series at a time, like
Yeah,
in a span of like 2 months.
yeah. Like it is very periodical for me as
Yeah.
well. Like
So
I can go a period where I watch a lot and read a lot of new. I read a lot of new stuff. I watch a lot of new stuff.
yeah,
Sometimes it's only manga. Sometimes it's only anime. But most of the times I usually just end up going back to the games.
yeah, me too. Like I try to like I'm trying to be more balanced this year
Mm.
with it. All right. So I have a few more categories left. It's then the next one, best drama. Again, probably this is where I think we both have watched very little. So I'm going to take this as a I have heard of this one, haven't watched it.
Well,
The only one I've watched is Frieren.
that feels like most of the categories for me at this point.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, we do have a Sign of Perfection on the drama side. Dead Demons, the Destruction. Yeah, that's the name of it. I kid you not.
okay, okay,
It's Dead Demons, the Destruction.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
It's literally dead Destruction.
Who gave that guy?
Great name.
Who gave that guy a stutter?
Well, yeah, like
How do you get a stutter in text?
I feel like he like was about to skip, like was about to write Destruction, and then just didn't
It's
like,
like somebody fell asleep on the keyboard.
yeah, like, um, and he was like,
Somebody fell
oh,
asleep on the keyboard, and then they had the autocorrect on.
yeah. And he was like, fell asleep, boom, and then went like, I like this. This is good. No one has done this before. No one has fallen asleep before on their keyboard, naming their
It's like
anime.
some of the visual novel isekais nowadays, which have like
Fucking-
it's like somebody went on like iPhone, went to the autofill
Yeah,
and just pressed the button
yeah.
until they had like 20-word sentence. Oh, that's the name.
About a paragraph for
Yeah, yeah,
for a
yeah.
name. It's insane. Like you have a whole synopsis for a name.
Yeah, yeah. You don't need a synopsis for it. But you just read the title.
Yeah. Oh, when I was reborn as a princess, in this another world, and I haven't had a wife in 5 years,
And
and
I
I
don't have my
tried,
smartphone.
yeah, and I lost my smartphone on the water, trying to get around this world with a map. That's the full name. Like, certainly, that's how they do it. We also have Freeren. Yeah, well, Freeren is also Beyond Journey's End. Freeren is enough. So yeah, and we have also have a Oshinoko season 2. Pluto. Oh, Pluto is actually that's a very well-known manga actually.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's going to be good. I haven't watched it, but I'm pretty sure it's I hope it's good because I want to watch it. Also want to read it. I think it's 8 volumes total. It's not really a huge series. We also have last one is the After Diaries. Makes sense that that's in the drama section.
Mm.
Here I'm thinking Pluto might surprise from what I've heard, but I think either Frieren or the After Diaries are gonna go away with this one.
I think I'm gonna say no comment.
Yeah, that's
I think I'm gonna stick to no comments.
yeah. Let's just jump right to the next category. We have best action. Here we go. Best action. We have Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War.
Okay.
We have Dandadan, which again, none of us has fully watched or read,
No, I've
but
read
we're
it.
starting to get the gist.
I have read of it. I've read of it.
Yeah.
So I know about a bunch of the action scenes there.
Yeah. So I think the gist for Domnon is like we haven't read it, but we should. We probably are. I'm probably gonna watch it.
I have thought about it. I think I want to watch it, but I'm behind on
Yeah.
everything.
This is where I'm actually gonna. Demon Slayer is also nominated for Best Action. I don't think it's gonna win the Best Action. Like the training Hashira training arc didn't
It's not
have
much
too much
action.
action.
It's good animation, but not much action.
Yeah. Kaiju number 8 also.
Mm.
Solo Leveling, and then I've actually watched a lot of this. Windbreaker, which I think is so cool. You haven't watched Windbreaker, have you?
No.
It's basically a bunch of high school kids beating the living shit out of each other. Like it's like turf wars.
So Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, Tokyo Revengers, just better.
Mhm.
I think it's a lot better. Highly recommend the Windbreaker. It's also really well animated, which I think was kind of. It's a shame it didn't like get any more notice here. Windbreaker season 2 also airing at the moment, so highly recommend the Windbreaker. Uh, I don't think it's going to win Best Action, but it has a lot of great action in it. Really good action scenes. It's mainly action, actually, when I think about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't say much.
Um,
I watched two of them.
yeah.
Uh,
Which one do you think has the best action scenes?
if I'm basing myself on season one Soul Leveling,
Yeah.
I would say out of those two, I would say Bleach.
Oh yeah, Bleach and Soul Leveling.
Yeah.
No, you have watched Demon Slayer as
Yeah, I've
well.
watched Demon Slayer. So I have three, but out of the three, I think for like the action sequences, action segments that I remember,
Yeah,
I think the Bleach ones were really good.
yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, I've actually heard a lot about Bleach.
Thousand Year Blood War so far is really good, and
Yeah,
like in my opinion, out of the manga, the best arc
yeah.
on Bleach,
Is it the
which
last arc?
huh?
Is it the last arc?
It's the last arc,
Yeah, okay.
and the best one. That's why I'm so happy that they've gone back to animated again.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Bleach could run off with this one. Demon Slayer not too. I don't think they had the best action scenes. Soul Leveling
No,
again, good action scenes, but not great action scenes. Kaiju number 8 though had some
like
great action scenes. Also
the
Windbreaker.
Rashka's Fang, the beating the snake in season one,
Yeah,
Solo Leveling was a really cool scene, but
wasn't.
and it's the one episode where I feel like the actual animation stepped up.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
there was
You had
the.
the Igris fight as
Yeah,
well.
the Igris fight was really good.
It was also really good, but I still don't think
But again,
don't think it's enough.
I think Soul Leveling could actually run away with it
I
because of the
think
hype for season 2 again.
I think it would probably win this year, mostly because it's now after the entire season two is finished. Everybody's gonna think of season two and have that in back of their mind, and it's gonna win,
Yeah,
even though it's this year's.
we're gonna touch on more Soul Leveling in the next anime episode. So
Mm,
I'm not gonna say too much, but yeah, I'm afraid Soul Leveling season 2 is gonna sway
yeah.
a lot of votes. So yeah, no, I'm hoping Windbreaker takes it because I think it deserves it.
Mm.
It's a really good show. Um, which I highly recommend. But we're moving over to like the best ending sequence now. I'm gonna speed through these ones because they're not. Well, actually, here's a good joke though. Not a joke, but a statement. Because the best ending sequence nominations were Antanante by Rira from Rama Half, Burning by Hitsuyu Bungaku. Don't slay me for mispronouncing these. From Oshinoko Season 2, Kamakura Style from Bocchi Boromaru, The Elusive Samurai, Nobody by One Republic in Kaiju no Braid. For you, those of you who actually watched Kaiju no Braid when it was airing, I swear to you, so many monitors or TVs was this close to being smashed every time. nobody from One Republic played. Because Hydra number 8 left some of the dirtiest cliffhangers on every episode you've ever seen.
Soul Living season two.
Yeah, yeah,
It did a
before
cliffhanger.
again before season 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But still, Soul Leveling season two and
Yeah,
their cliffhangers. Well, that was dirty as
I
fuck.
feel like Kaiju number 8 was slightly worse there actually.
Mm.
Uh, as someone who has watched both Kaiju number 8 cliffhangers, the worst. And hearing that first note on Nobody from Wonder Woman, there was memes going up for that one. We also have Request by Brage from Soul Leveling. I don't feel like yeah. Well, Soul Leveling season 1 also had some cliffhangers, but that was mainly because but yeah, we're looking forward to more
Yeah,
Soul
yeah, yeah.
Leveling. Like Soul Leveling episodes felt like they lasted
I
few
just,
minutes.
yeah, but I feel is also more as the season two thing.
Yeah,
I feel like season one was like, I
this one was all right.
it
To
was okay.
yeah,
Season two was really good.
yeah. Season 2 was really really good. Like
It's not even a question which is the best season so far in Soul Leveling.
yeah, no,
It's not even close.
like also Soul Leveling probably one of the best anime from this year so far. But I know there's coming a lot of great
Mm.
things this year as well. I think we're eating very good these past 2 years,
Mm.
3 years actually. Uh, we have Taidadan by Sutomaya. Uh, again from Danodan. Not surprising. Here I don't really have a huge like favorite to win it. I think nobody from Moon Republic would have been fun. But again, I'm feeling like Soul Leveling is going to take this one just or Danodan because of the hype.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We have best uh, openings. Here it's pretty much just the same as the best anime song. Like there's almost no, except for one. There's only one difference between best anime song and opening season, like opening song, um, which is Us from by Hiroshi Kradani. Kradani. I'm not quite sure how to spell it. I'm not even sure how I wrote it. One Piece. So they apparently had a really good opening sequence. Have you heard
If it's the one that I'm thinking about, yeah, I agree. It's really good.
it? It's
It's
like
really good. I'm still not gonna say that it's the best one this year, like last year, but it's really good. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I think it took the spot from uh, Oshinoko here. I think yeah, I'm pretty sure it took Oshinoko's spot.
Mm.
Again, I feel like Abyss or Bling Bang Bang Born
Blink
is
by
going.
my board
I
is.
think it's gonna win this one as well as opening
Yeah, yeah.
sequence. So yeah, not much to discuss there. We all discussed those.
Mm.
Best new series. So series that aired last year. We have Dandan. We have Delicious in Dungeon, Freerin, IG number 8, Soul Leveling, and The Apothecary Diaries. A lot of good new series. Um,
I from last year, I
yeah,
think Dandadan's gonna take it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure Dandan's gonna take this one. Again, Soul Leveling still there, wild card. Might take it all because season 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But if I go purely off
Actually,
last season, I would say Dandadan.
I will also think Freerin. Freerin has reigned as like the number one anime at some point for a long time.
Yeah, but just take into consideration Dandadan was late yeah, last year. People are
Yeah,
gonna have that fresher in their mind than Freerun.
yeah,
It's going to be taking over so much. It's the same kind of like thought process as Soul Leveling season two, but
yeah,
I think hoping people think like are thinking clearly,
yeah,
it's going to be Donovan
yeah. I feel like it's Dandadan, but I
because
think Freerin also could take it.
I just think that Donovan reaches out to a bigger audience.
It might reach out to like a bigger general audience, but I think Frieren reached out like to the more also reached out to a lot of audiences.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
But
Frieren had sort of like it's hard to say. I feel like Frieren might be more close to like doing what Attack on Titan did for anime.
mm,
I feel like Frieren is very well known, whilst Danlan may not be.
I do have a couple of friends that they don't really watch a lot, but I know they watch Freerun
Yeah.
and enjoyed it a lot.
So I feel like Frieren might also it's kind of I don't even know if that's a I mean, it's fantasy, and also I think it's going to reach out to a lot of D&D fans.
Hmm, might
I think
be.
it has like the mimic
Hmm,
chest there as well.
yeah. It is like the generic type of
Yeah.
fantasy.
So I,
And at least like it's not like really 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 high fantasy.
yeah,
So it is high fantasy, but it's more of like keeping to like the standard fantasy style that you often see in like
yeah,
D&D or in some video games and stuff like that.
yeah, because this is technically just the same list for anime of the year as well.
Mm.
Um, like bringing us to the anime of the year is just the same list. Dandan, Village and Dungeon, Freer and Kaiju number 8, Soul Leveling, the popular areas.
Uh,
So when we're discussing which is the best new series, we're basically discussing anime of the year as well.
I don't know. If it's gonna be fair,
Yeah,
it's as we just discussed, it's probably gonna be free run or
yeah,
Dandadan. But with how much season two has been ravaging through the community,
yeah,
I think Soul Leveling is gonna take it.
yeah.
I
That's kind of gonna piss me off.
it's gonna be annoying because
Yeah,
season one was not that great.
like it
Like
was good.
it was good, but it's not amazing.
No, and yeah, like season 2 is fresh in mind for people. They're
Mm.
so close to each other. Like season 1 and 2 is so close to each other that people might actually just forget it's
It,
season 2.
yeah, 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 and more think of it as like a 24 episode
Yeah,
anime, right?
which Fear was a 24 episode long. The Apocalypse Theirs was 24, 25, or 26 episodes
Mm.
long. Collision Break was 12. Donovan probably 12.
Yeah.
Collision Dungeon, no idea. I think it's 24.
Mm.
It's like 7 volumes or something. So I no, it's actually 11 or 12 volumes. I think of it.
I know.
Hmm. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm hoping Furin takes it because I think it made such a good impact, uh, like story-wise, and how
Mm.
well produced it was, how the storytelling was, like the storyboards was great.
Yeah,
But I think Dana might take it because of the animation and uniqueness.
it is very unique.
It is very unique, which is
And I see more Dandadan memes
yeah.
than I've seen Freerun memes, which is,
That
to
might
be
be your
fair,
algorithm though.
true, but still, if I get a lot of anime memes, I'm gonna be getting a lot of the Freerun memes as well if there are.
Yeah.
And it's just I feel like Dandadan is like, even though the season, I don't know when is the last episode
Uh,
aired, but
yeah. I know season 2 is hitting, it's like hitting the cinemas in
mm,
May, actually.
and not to quote ourselves, but recency bias is a thing.
Recency bias is a thing, indeed. As our first episode
Yeah,
was named. Yeah. So yeah, recency bias is probably gonna sway a lot of votes as well.
yeah,
Um, but yeah. So my anime of the year is probably it's hard. I actually watched a lot of anime last year. It's not Windbreaker, although I like it a lot. It's not a Popular Diaries, although I like that a lot as well. It's probably going to be Free Run for me.
yeah. I'm just inclined to say Dandadan,
Yeah.
mostly because I've read it. I know the story.
Mm,
It's really good. I do really enjoy the story.
Yeah.
but it's in general like if we're gonna be looking at how is it looked at now,
Yeah.
I think Freeran has less of a shot
Yeah.
of winning. But I feel like in my eyes it should be either Freeran or Dandadan that should win.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, actually, my anime of the year last season was Kaiju number 8. I actually liked that a lot. I think that's the one I actually watched weekly,
Mm.
usually. So yeah, I think that wraps up the episode, mostly. I think we got through pretty much everything except for like a few categories that I don't think we had anything to discuss on. Um, but yeah, thank you for listening. Let us know what's your anime of the year. Don't say Soul Leveling Season 2. Doesn't count.
Does not count.
Um, and please leave a like and a comment below if you have anything to say or just like the video. And appreciate you listening. Bye for now.
Bye bye.